Hi guys, welcome to Truth in Life Tarot. In this video, we are going to be exploring what your daily messages are, what you need to hear at this time, any affirmations that may help you, and this generally anything to help you through your day. No matter what time of day you're watching this, this video will provide you with some sort of insight, something that will help you. So this is my pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I will see you at your timestamps. Bye. Hi, pile 1. This will be your reading and your daily messages. So let's get into your affirmations. You guys actually have I think you guys got the most cards. Okay, so let's start out with these affirmations. You have connect. And it says, drop in, allow the outside world to melt away. Notice your body. How does it feel? Can you relax your bones just a little bit deeper? Notice your mind. Are your thoughts active and racing? Can you slow them, perhaps a little bit more? Sit in the stillness just for a moment longer. Now notice your heart. What does it say? Can you let this voice grow just a little bit louder? Connect to this guidance, for it will never lead you astray. You have practice, sitting in stillness, letting all thoughts subside, allowing the creativity to flow through your veins. How juicy, how ripe to sit in this place of being, in this place of practice. But tell me, is your practice becoming a chore? Is it starting to feel heavy? Another thing to check off the list. Does it seem impossible to sneak even just 20 minutes of quote-unquote practice into each day? When your practice feels cumbersome, simply remember, your practice knows not a container. In fact, the essence of your practice is delicately yet deeply interwoven into the very fabric of life. Okay, it's interesting. You also have redirect. It's a funny thing, life. We lay down these plans, we compile the list, but try as we may, we can never truly map out all the divine has in store for us. But what if we understood that what's divinely in store for us is often far greater than anything we could ever concoct on our own? And so it is with much grace and even more humility that we allow ourselves to be redirected, guided to all that is true to us. Okay. Let's get your... I gotta sort through here. Wisdom of the Oracle cards. You have Yang and building blocks. So some of you, so far I'm getting this creativity practice vibe. You have building blocks and practice. You also have connect, which makes me think of that too. Some more affirmation cards. This is going to take up most of the space. Let's see how we can map this out. Okay, this one is spiritual health, and it says, my life is a beautiful reflection of my soul. This one is work, and it says, I do complete work. I tie up loose ends, follow through on projects, and enjoy the feeling that comes from a job well done. You have physical health, and it says, my body heals itself with every breath I take. You also have relationships. I am a master at setting boundaries that protect my time, energy, creativity, and emotional well-being. All right, for your self-help cards, this is from the Sacred Self-Care deck. You have build strength, rest, pleasure. I'm thinking about from that movie, what was it, Bruce Almighty? The way he said pleasure in that movie. You also have movement and energy work. So a lot of energy here. Okay, so we're gonna go through these oracle cards, and then we're gonna get to your power thought cards and the tarot. But first, Okay, so you guys have some energy cards, but you'll also have some kind of timeout cards. So you have connect. My life is a beautiful reflection of my soul. My body heals itself with every breath I take, and rest, which makes me think that some of you may need to rest a little bit before you move on to the rest of this, which we're going to get into. For some of you, this isn't going to be like a big deal. Like some of you aren't truly exhausted. Like some of you just need a little rest. It's like a little pick-me-up nap spiritually in order to go through the rest of this. So for some of you, you are trying to build something that takes a lot of strength, a lot of physical movement is what I'm getting. And I feel like for some of you, it could be a drag. It could be just not pleasurable anymore. Like I feel like you really need to find the pleasure in it again, or allow yourself to be redirected, as this card says. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Yeah, some of you are trying to do something, and some of you can keep doing it and it'll be fine for you. Like I don't see anything here that says that this will be kind of like a waste of your time, but some of you do need to be redirected because you're not getting joy out of it anymore. Even like with this card, like he's like creating, like there's like, it looks like the sun is coming out of his hands. So some of you may feel like this is like a burden, like maybe this is something that's been kind of pushed on you, because you do have this boundaries card, and you do have 1, 2, 3 cards talking about taking a minute to heal, and then you have this I do complete work card. So you guys, some of you guys could feel that it's like an obligation, like you started it so you have to finish it. And this is a message from Spirit that no, it's okay if you're redirected. It's okay if you don't have, if everything isn't going right now and you feel the need to be redirected. Some of you are going to choose to stick it out if that's what you feel called to do, and some of you are going to be redirected. Some of you are going to end up doing something else. Let's get some tarot. Well, actually, let's get your power thought cards first. Okay. The power thought cards. The power that messages this power. What's power need at this time? Okay, so you guys have my thoughts are creative, and it says I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. So yeah, some of you guys are kind of going through this invasive energy where you feel like you have to keep going because of something you already started, or maybe it's from an outside influence. But this is saying to let all that go so that you can be more focused on the things that bring you pleasure, on the things that really build you up. And for some of you, you will have to connect and look within yourself, because along with this connection, self-reflection and healing card, you also have this build strength card. And as you can see, she even has, even though the card is about building strength, she also has her third eye here and it's open. So that's something you guys have to take into account when you're thinking about the situation, when you're thinking about what you're going to do and how to move forward. Okay, let's see if we can get you some tarot cards. So for some of you, that setting boundaries card is about like what you allow to permeate your mind. It's like you're setting boundaries with yourself. Like, I will not think like this. Okay. For your back of deck energy, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Now let's see what came out here. You have the Queen of Swords. Let's see. You have the Tower in reverse. And you also have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, getting rid of that negative or towering energy is not going to be easy. For some of you, it's going to take a while, and it's going to be because for some of you, it's very deeply rooted. Like it's deeply rooted in your mind. I'm getting the sense that some of you need to really embody the Queen of Swords energy, but specifically the Queen of Swords energy that will, like the aspect of her where she will just like cut away anything in her life that does not serve her. So for some of you, it doesn't have to be that drastic, as in, not that drastic as in like you just like cut people away and then like that's it, you just like leave them by the wayside. But some of you, the way that you're redirecting is just like, so you were going in this kind of path and now you're going like this kind of path. So it's different paths, but it is a different path. Some of you just like kind of need to take a different way to get there. And it's okay. I feel like some of you need to hear this. It's okay if you've already started and invested money and time into something, and then you realize down the road that it's not for you, or you don't want to do it, or you're not that good at it, or you're just not getting any pleasure from it, so you want to stop. A lot of people get stuck in the sunk cost fallacy, where they think that because they invested so much time and energy in something that they should kind of see it through to the end. And that's just a trap, really. With the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Tower in reverse, I know that some of you guys have kind of been thinking that way, but this is a call to really evaluate and see what needs to be cut out, because just because you've done something for X amount of time doesn't mean you need to keep doing it. Especially if you're getting all these signs that, it's not for you, it's not pleasurable anymore, you're not connecting with it, you're not really getting the best out of it, you're tired, you need healing work as a result of it. Things like that need to be let go for the most part. And I feel like there's a few of you who will be able to redirect in a way where you're not exactly letting go. It's more like a redirect. So for some of you, the message is redirect. Some of you is just let go. So it really depends on each individual situation. So that is all I have for you, Pile 1. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in another reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. This is your daily messages reading. So let's see what your affirmation cards have to say. So you guys have... let's start off with these. You have detox, and it says, too often we see this word and we instantly think body, diet, movement. Do we ever stop and think about how we can cleanse our minds? What mental clutter are we hanging on to, perhaps unnecessarily? Sister, if it doesn't spark joy in your mind, in your body, or in your soul, discard it. Just as we have the power to select the food we eat, we have the power to select our thoughts. Detoxifying our mind, body, and soul begins with one selected thought at a time. I like how it just says discard it, just like get rid of it. You also have begin. And it says you can always begin, no matter where you are, no matter where you have been, no matter where it is you have yet to go. There is no backward, only forward. Only trusting that now is a good time as any. To pay attention to the little whisper inside your heart. It's begging you to take the first step, my dear. It's begging you to begin, beautiful one. Please remember, it is always the right time to start. Okay, so far a big message about starting over. Wow. Okay, this one says retreat and restore. So often we underestimate the power of rest. When our hearts feel heavy and our minds cannot quiet, it is often a sign that we are doing too much, pushing too hard, thinking too far. This concept of more is not always better for our souls. Remember, the real power, the real abundance is in the power of less. Okay. You guys also have prosperity, and we just finished talking about abundance. Abundance flows into my life in surprising and miraculous ways every day. You also have physical health. I honor my sensitivity by exploring sights, sounds, scents, and textures that make me feel alive and connected to my body. Okay. You also have emotional health. I am transparent. What you see is what you get, and I love that about myself. I actually really love this card. Okay. So you guys are needing to start over on something. Allow yourself to be cleansed and healed. Allow yourself to feel pleasure, feel abundance. Let's see what else you have here. Mix my cards up. Okay. For your Wisdom of the Oracle cards, you have Breathe, and you have Milk and Honey, another abundance card. What is going on with you guys? You guys are just like one breath away from receiving abundance. I feel like for a lot of you, once you detox or refresh or whatever you want to call it, it's like it's automatic. Like doing this is the same thing as allowing your abundance to come in. For your self-help cards, you have self-care cards. This is from the Sacred Self-Care deck. You have Take a Walk, Deep Breathing, another breathing card, and Be Still. So for a lot of you, you don't really seem to need to do anything else. If anything, you've put in the work already, or this is just something that's coming to you. But being with yourself, retreating and allowing yourself to kind of be reset, and just like kind of honoring your body, honoring the things that make you feel good. Because even this Take a Walk card is right under this I honor my sensuality by exploring sights, sounds, scents, and textures that make me feel alive and connected to my body card. And in this card, it's just like a rabbit just outside chilling. So for some of you, taking a walk is actually really refreshing for you. Yeah, that's the big message coming through here. To allow yourself to have the abundance flow to you. And by doing that, you have to, for some of you, it's a mindset. For some of you, it's kind of like a spiritual switch I'm getting. Like a spiritual change that would really help you. And then like the rest will kind of fall into place. Let's see what else we can get. So let's get you some power thought cards. Actually, shuffle it again this way. Okay. Okay, So you guys have, I am at peace with my sexuality. Another kind of sensual sexuality card. It says, I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. Again, it's like allowing yourself to be in like this flow state. And allowing yourself to be at peace, which for a lot of you guys involves some kind of detox or release or retreat or restore. Any one of these words really in these first three cards. Begin again. There is no backward, only forward. You also have, I have the perfect living space, and it says, I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Wow. So you guys are closer to your manifestation, to what you want to attract, than you think you are. For some of you, this restart is really going to benefit you in ways that you don't expect. Like, it's really good things are coming in for you guys. Let's get you some tarot. Oh wow, I gotta see what that is, but I wasn't really shuffling yet. That was the star. The star card. Okay, let's see. Let me reshuffle that back in. So pile 2, this is really good. So you guys are like at the precipice. Let's see what other messages we get. All right, back of the deck energy, 3 of Pentacles. So this could be you getting help from others or asking for help. You have the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So another card about letting go and allowing yourself to just kind of breathe once you have this burden off of you. And then you have the Queen of Wands. So some of you may have your mind on this a little bit too much, and you also have the Emperor here. So yeah, some of you, what I got from the Queen of Wands in reverse is that some of you may have your mind on this a little bit too much, and when you want it now. And it's not to say that it doesn't work that way, period, but what I'm getting is that the energy that you're putting out is the opposite of the energy that you should be putting out. Like, that's not the energy that will help you at this time. And then you have the Emperor. So the Emperor is all about authority, getting things done, but also things get done. Like with the Emperor, I always get the feeling that things get done regardless, because he's the Emperor. Like, he knows how to get from A to B. He knows not to kind of push forward and be in this gimme energy. So for you guys, yes, definitely allow yourself to be unburdened, but don't let your mind keep going to what you want. Allow your abundance to flow to you. That card is right in the center of the reading. Again, it says, abundance flows into my life in surprising and miraculous ways every day. But you have to let it. You can't block yourself. So whether it's the perfect living space, something to do with your sexuality, something to do with your day-to-day life, which these do have a lot to do with your day-to-day life, but whatever it is, just allow it to come to you and allow yourself to restart. Allow yourself to be cleansed and kind of so that you can begin anew. Wow, I hope that was helpful, pile 2. If that resonated, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and comment, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. This is your daily message reading. So let's see what you got for your affirmation cards. Okay, so you guys have joy. Go ahead, feel it. Pure, radiating, unapologetic joy. Feel the smiles spread from ear to ear as your heart swells with utter bliss. We never need a reason to feel joy. Joy is all around us, in everything and also in nothing. We simply have to allow ourselves to feel it. So go ahead, lean into it, let it in. Love that card. Just a reminder to just be like, have that childlike energy. I love it. You also have move. It is stagnant, my dear. This energy you are carrying, it feels stuck within you, just sitting there, deep in your belly, resting upon your shoulders, etched across the lines of your face, like an old rusty gate that simply won't open. But notice, my love, how easily the gate begins to work again when it is oiled and painted anew, awoke from its dormant position, where it is simply moved again. You are no different, dear one. You too simply need to move. So some of you have been in this kind of downer energy where positivity really hasn't been flowing for you guys. You also have work. I am focused, organized, and easily able to honor the priorities that need my attention. You have environmental health. The more I trust my intuition and act on its wisdom, the more extraordinary my life becomes. You have, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, loyal heart and time to go. Let's see. All right, and for the sacred self-care cards, you have sound healing, make an altar, and aromatherapy. So you have 2 move cards. You have time to go and move. You have 2 cards about healing, with this sound healing and aromatherapy. Loyal heart. So for some of you, this could be about a romantic connection. So for some of you, this reading could be about moving in terms of going toward your romantic connection, or going toward your, I feel like what you love to do, but a lot of you have not been. A lot of you haven't been focused on it. Let's get you some tarot cards, and then we'll get the power thought cards. Okay. So some of you are like right on the edge of something new. For the other piles, it was more like a feeling of being on the precipice of getting out of something. And for you guys, I feel like it's more of going into something. Okay, does that card want to come out? Making an altar might be useful for you, just to kind of sit down and meditate in the morning or at night. What else? I feel like you guys have just wanted to look more into religious or spiritual practices, but you really haven't yet. And there's so much that you can explore, such as sound healing, and I know aromatherapy isn't necessarily spiritual, but you can look at it from that angle. So glad that card didn't drop. Okay, back of deck energy is the Devil. So you guys have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. Another card about movement. Actually, this is the card about movement too. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been holding back in terms of where you want to go in terms of your goals. Yeah, this is as clear as day. Just go for it. Just go step into what you want to step into. Some of you, it's been time to go for a while. I feel like there may be some like divine intervention that like kind of pushes you towards it. It's because some of you are just in this stagnant energy. And I feel like some of you have been there for a while, just like stubbornly not wanting to go forward. And I feel like there's nothing like, whatever reason that you have, like if you think it's going to be bad, like I feel like it's not going to be as bad as you're thinking. Like there's just no way. Like I feel like beyond, like if you take that next step, there's just going to be so much joy for you guys. Just like I'm feeling like this bliss and like kind of restful feeling, like just like a breath out. That's what I'm feeling. So the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind like a negative situation. It could just be going forward and starting anew. Seven of Wands is about defensiveness, and also that's kind of like what I feel like you guys are in now. Like you feel like you need to be defensive about doing something, moving forward. Like you're afraid like there might be repercussions for some of you. The Six of Swords is also about moving forward, but it's about moving to calmer waters. It's also a swords card, so it's about the mindset and what you think. And also what you say. I feel like a lot of people don't really pay attention to that aspect of the swords cards. And then you have the Tower. So the Tower is an abrupt change. And it doesn't have to be from like the outside inside per se, but a lot of times I think of it as you are the one to serve as the catalyst for change. Like you can be the one to cause this Tower moment for yourself. And it's just in your case, in this reading, it's a good change. It's a change that will result in joy. Let's get you some power thought cards. Okay. Yeah, some of you may be kind of tied down. It could be like a loyalty thing for some of you, why you've been so stagnant. Yeah, some of you definitely feel like you should stay, like it's like an obligation to stay where you are. But even your intuition is telling you to move forward. Okay, it says I see clearly right there. We were just talking about intuition. Okay, so freedom is my divine right. Oh my God. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. Boom. Guys. Come on. So this is your daily message. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you take it with you and really move forward, because I feel like you guys, there's so much in store for you guys, and I feel like you're just holding yourself back. So I hope that resonated. Please like and subscribe and share, and hopefully I will see you in another reading. Bye.